Anyway, we got our round of 16 in the winner bracket here with ThorZaIN versus Edo. And we go into the game right away once our tool is updated. We start on Northern Isles and we have Undead versus Human. That is always a heavily debated topic, I want to say. But yeah, both of these players are not playing the standard playstyle, that's for sure. So I'm super curious what we will be seeing here. Is it the Pally Rifles? Is it the fast Frost Worms? These players can bring it all, and let's see where this journey goes. ThorZaIN, Pride of Sweden, in the bottom left with a fast altar. So looking like Archmage Footman and Edo on the other side. He showed us in ESL Meisterschaft that he's very capable of playing DK. He's very capable of playing Crypt Lord as well. What will he show us today?
So we do see a ghoul build with that. A Crypt Lord is very likely. Crypt Lord it is. And also, just like in the Meisterschaft, the one-liners continue. The punchlines continue.
Not in this
tournament. Or not, I guess. I suppose that ThorZaIN is utterly confused.
Yep.
Like, what the hell is going on here?
Nice.
Yeah, we have a bit of a tradition going on whenever we cast the German Championship, the Meisterschaft. There's Edo has some punchlines prepared for me, as if he was a rap god, like Kollega in the Greats. But yeah, just teasing today, just teasing.
Yeah, Edo, definitely a fun guy with his rich bitch personality. And pretty successful, especially in Meisterschaft. But what will this game be? Archmage, is it fast expansion? Yeah, I think so. In DreamHack, he played this with double Arcane Tower. Failed tremendously.
But I think he played green into Expo then, right?
Ooh, I'm not sure. I was already proud that I remembered the double Arcane. I don't know about Creeper outside.
Yeah, he played double Arcane and so did Hawk. I don't know which one of them came up with it, but I imagine one of the two. For Hawk, it worked really well. Hawk was able to deal with the Crypt Lord plays very well at the last DreamHack, unlike many other humans. ThorZaIN definitely suffered there a little bit. So he goes for the instant expansion. Creep, we see that against Night Elf all the time. Against Undead is definitely a bit of a rarity. And it's no fast expansion here by Edo. Footy is scouting around. Should not walk into the creep camp. Oh, ThorZaIN. That's a big yikes. That's one of the very few footmen you have early.
Well, not anymore. Creeps get the first blood. Curious what Edo is playing here. Heavy push on tier 1? Probably. Is it just a rush? We don't see a second crypt yet. Interesting approach. This is, of course, a big undead mass very early on. But, okay, here's the expansion now for ThorZaIN. Tower almost up. And he's probably trying to keep him away from this expansion so there can be no damage done to the buildings. But with only 3 footmen, what can ThorZaIN do?
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy to hold. We have the footy bouncers coming in. This is the perfect wall off against these for these peasants. Playing with the impale surround on the AM. He gets it, but honestly, if he TPs out, it's okay. He's trying to get the footies out of range, perhaps. No! Ideally, I think he should have TP'd without the footman. The expansion is now finished, but oh boy, there's a lot of ghouls and skeletons over here.
The impale was used to prevent the building and the repair. Can they reach? There's still skeletons. A lot of ghouls against this expo. Repair is, of course, nice, but not many workers anymore. What a game!
This is so weird. He's just right-clicking the town hall.
Yeah,
it seems like it's getting repaired. The militia are doing a decent job. No impale anymore, so this AM doesn't have to be too afraid. Painful early game for ThorZaIN, but I guess he's holding? Question mark?
Oh, now there's no repair anymore, but also 3 ghouls died, I guess. That's the second last footman. What a crazy game right off the bat. There's more peasants, of course, that could repair now as militia time is over, but this should be very low lumber for ThorZaIN as Edo is just level 3. Continues his rampage here.
Oh my god, now come the level 2 beetles.
Yeah.
And it was annoying already to deal with this. But
One
now,
ghoul, 2 ghouls, maybe 3 ghouls putting more pressure on this expansion. While the fight with the beetles is still going on.
oh god. I think this might be it, honestly. Like, he's not gonna die here, ThorZaIN, but dude, what happens when DK and statues come in?
Yeah, good question, man.
ThorZaIN is hard stuck on tier 1, and he just keeps on losing stuff.
That is the tier 2 done for Edo. And Mr. DreamHack is struggling. We still have 5 beetles here. And 2 ghouls. He's just abandoning this expo, isn't he?
And Edo, he didn't even scout for this ultra fast expansion option.
He just
but he just somehow managed to find the perfect hard counter against something he didn't scout. So, well done, Edo.
Wow. Expo is still up though. He doesn't kill it. Sends the ghouls back, waiting for the second push. He forgot his graveyard a little as he's rushing tier 3. Oh well, then it might be on purpose even. And he's supply stuck. Maybe overwhelmed in macro while fighting the entire time. No ziggurat yet. No slaughterhouse coming. So statues and DK are far away.
Oh my god, so many peasants died this game. Jeez Louise. ThorZaIN needs level 3 yesterday.
Yeah, he's not that close, is he? I mean, he could go for the green, but you really don't want to use more militia time. I think he called them 3 times.
Double slaughterhouse coming.
Oh, yeah.
Good old destroyer push. It's a little late with the slaughterhouses, so he's not gonna have like 5 destroyers right away.
The anti-air is the Archmage and Water Elementals, which can be dispelled, so the anti-air is Archmage.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a big problem. ThorZaIN needs towers, and lots of them, but he also needs to scout.
Yep.
Figure out what's going on, but he never has the space to do anything. Edo with his ghoul aggression, his kamikaze ghouls, we saw this in the Meisterschaft plenty of times, especially against Night Elves. Just fast expanding. Oh, and now he gets to surround on the AM.
TP. That's it.
That's a hero kill.
That's a hero. What can you do without an Archmage, man? Not reach level 3, that's for sure.
And that's the thing, when you go for a bit of a wrong strategy, bit of too much greed, you misstep once against the Crypt Lord, he can punish you so hard.
Yeah.
Sort of similar to a keeper.
Okay, ThorZaIN not giving this up. Not willing to die to Edo's Crypt Lord yet, who's close to level 4, by the way. Another footman surround. And now statues are coming. Did he go for? Yeah, the 2 ziggurats here, so he can go up to 50 supply. Expo is still up though. Can ThorZaIN somehow save himself into the tier 2? It's tier 3 versus tier 1.
Yeah, destroyers are normally the knockout punch here. Destroyer upgrade is coming in now. 2 statues could already be sent over, and 2 statues here would also be a tremendous help. Yeah, these footmen have hardly any impact this stage in the game. AM is going to be back from the altar in a second. ThorZaIN needs a second hero, but he doesn't have supply open. Perhaps, I don't know, Alchemist could help here, but as I said, no supply.
Yeah, no, nothing really. Okay, he weathered the first storm, maybe even the second one. Attack has started now. 9 minutes in. 9 minutes. That's a 3-minute delay, roundabout.
Yeah, the funny thing is, this might be too early of attack. Because he needs towers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, 1 destroyer, 2 destroyers, 3 destroyers. Go, Power Rangers.
Does he have Frenzy coming by any chance?
It's ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG.
Sees the destroyers, taps out, 1-0 for Edo. Boy, that was a destruction.
Yeah, that was very weird. As we said, when these 2 players meet, especially Edo, you never know what's going to come out. And I think ThorZaIN, he had the hard read. Okay, he's going to play Crypt Lord. And what do you do with Crypt Lord? You fast expand. So I'm going to try to counter that by fast expanding even earlier than him. being really greedy and then rocking it out to the late game. But Ido, he flipped the script and he said, no way, I'm not going to fast expand. I'm just going to creep up a little bit, get level 2, and then run across with a whole bunch of skeletons and ghouls and punish your greed. And ThorZaIN, to make matters worse, one of the first 3 footmen he had, he lost to the creeps, which is a really painful loss that early in the game.
ThorZaIN facing the lower bracket right away. That's a surprise. Didn't think this would be coming here. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. Is that only possible on Northern Isles, or will we see that somewhere else as well?
I would say any map where there's merc camps involved early, it's a lot harder to do. So LR, Echo. But concealed, it could work, I would imagine. But their humans can do some cool plays with a tele staff. Todd has been showing that for a while now. And it seems like concealed will be the map, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed.
Yeah, it is. It's already up. Going as well. Nice. It's gonna be interesting. Okay. Okay.
Ido defeating ThorZaIN, dude.
Yeah.
This, imagine this like half a year ago. Or beginning of this year.
Unthinkable.
Yeah.
But man, we said it. He's stepping it up. Great performance in Meisterschaft. And he continues to do it here in the Winter Qualifier. Sweden knocking on all the wood there is in the country to keep their star player in the race. Starshape is also playing. That would be, like, no disrespect to Starshape, but in a major European tournament, having Starshape, not ThorZaIN, would be bizarro.
Yeah, would be crazy with our mindset of years previous. But the thing is, ThorZaIN, he's not in his best shape right now, and Starshape has been getting a lot better this year in 1v1. A lot better.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
By the way, wasn't there the Swedish internal cup thingy over the weekend or something?
It's still running.
Huh.
I haven't mentioned this like 3 times again, Remo. I think Starshape and ThorZaIN meet each other there in what is maybe the final.
Would expect them definitely to make it far there. Also, Lil DC. Lil DC, another Swedish favorite.
Ooh, we switch up everything, and this is the Ido DK opening with the shop.
Dude, Ido is so weird. Yeah, this is Fiends DK. Ghoul DK, I mean. Don't tell me you're playing a 1 Ziggurat tech into Gargs against human Ido. Come on now.
I mean, if he's expecting an expansion, maybe with an all-in push.
He's doing it. That looks on paper like such a bad build.
But if you surprise your opponent and it comes at a timing, this can be overwhelming. I mean, we know that he loves Gargs on CH especially, due to the Drakes at the fountain. As we said, like, when we introduced this matchup, we thought, okay, this can be very, very special. And your prime Warcraft 3 esports casters are right as always.
Footy sees what's going on, and ThorZaIN's like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You're impossible to predict. Oh, Footy's around. Oh, he had it for just a split second. And he gets into snared.
Yeah, that should be the 4 units around right there. And again, that's an early game where ThorZaIN loses his footman. This time even to the DK.
Yeah, this time it's okay, though. He bought so much time for himself, and now he can go for the expo creep fairly easily if the DK does creep. But he doesn't creep. Instead, he goes aggressive. That could be painful, but it's also very little experience on this Death Knight. Also to be kept in mind.
Absolutely. This is a lot of poison, though. 2 Null Assassins. They spread the disease to the entire human army. Water Elementals are also gone. This is not too easy to creep anymore. The Null Overseer still putting in the damage as a coil to finish things. ThorZaIN kinda needs this Null. He's hugging him. Oh, but Ido gets the coil pretty easy, though.
Yeah, oftentimes really hard to prevent that as the human. As the militia duration was running out, he didn't really have the luxury to play around the last hit there forever.
Good focus fire. Good focus fire on the ghouls. Takes them all out. Level 2 DK now with 4 little regen and movement speed, and the role of necromancy is ready as well. Again, this is a lot of damage, but way better than game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Just clicking on the town hall. Oh my god!
No!
Dude, Ito! Like, he has these great snap decisions of what's the right thing to do. And the thing there was, not all peasants were out of militia yet and could all repair. But ThorZaIN cancelled, so he can set it up right away again. He has the resources.
Also threatening us around. There's soon to be one more coil. This peasant looking juicy. But okay, Ito retreats to the fountain. That's an obvious play. Do you think that Ito, this expo cancels this moment here, he just feels it? Like, he's not one of these players who calculates this, right? He just feels it in his gut. I think so too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Martial Spirit, for the 25-month resub.
So it was a good amount of peasants here going down. Must have been like 4 or something, so that's definitely painful. But those ghouls lost earlier also hurt. They had to be remade, which means we have no fiends at all out yet, which normally really do ramp up the tier 2 pressure. It's just ghouls. Ito loves ghouls, hates fiends. That's what he's all about.
He's also not adding a second crypt, so it's no Gargs. We speculated about that a little bit. He's just rushing tier 3. Is he going for Destroyer again? Like super old school ghouls into Destros? Oh, the ghouls are hungry, man. They're killing more and more peasants. This is not a fun game for ThorZaIN.
Finally wants to get that damn ghoul for level 3 and instantly summons the Watch Elemental. He was saving mana for the level 2 Elemental.
The thing
is, Lumber isn't looking too bad though. He's been remaking peasants non-stop.
And he attacks right away. Good macro indeed. But the expansion might be, the main might be mighty exposed once the destroyers are there. It's not too far away. It's again good old German undead old school double slaughterhouse destroyer push.
Yeah, ThorZaIN needs to figure out this is going to be coming. Since he only has been seeing ghouls, no fiends, it is definitely a clear tell already, but he doesn't know yet that it's double slaughterhouse. Once he finds out, he needs to tower up like crazy. Plenty of towers, at least 5 in every base.
Did you see the ThorZaIN Gandalf move right there against the undead? You shall not pass. You shall not go to my expansion. We are very thankful for Manic Twig, who just graced us with a tier 3 sub. Much love, man. This is amazing. We got a good share for these tier 3 subs, so this is much, much appreciated. Now the Lich is here. Getting baited away by the Archmage, though.
Eats a Nova, but I am still healthy enough. Ring +4, a wonderful item, as Todd would certainly agree. Oh, gets nuked again.
Wait a minute. No Nova. But a coil soon. It's only level 1, so it's not enough damage.
Oh, nice block. ThorZaIN.
See?
Beautiful move. It's hitting daytime, though, so you can't go to the fountain to heal. And he can't even go to the shop for a telestaff.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Kind of weird.
And he doesn't have a shop at home, right?
Oh, he's trying to make it to the fountain before daytime.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning.
Okay. Well, just walk it off, Archmage. What? Oh. He's not walking into the creep at the fountain, is he? Uh-oh. No, not again. Not like the footy. Wait, can you heal here? No, you can't. He was not sure either.
Okay, more creeping for the DK now. Level 3 would be appreciated. 1 item hoping for a claw. Gets the Ring of Protection. Still rough, but we arrive at tier 2. We do have a blacksmith and we tower up, as you said, like crazy. 3 towers in the main, up to be 5, 6 towers at the expansion. Can he hold this with the amount of towers he has?
It's gonna depend also a lot on repair, obviously destroyer numbers. So destroyers form finishing, and we have 3 destroyers. 2 of them will have mana. Hard to tell, but at this point, it's not like Ido can look at the game and be like, I'm not sure if it works, let's back up. He's committed. This is it. He has to go in. For better or worse.
Hello, Nova. Using a bit of the destroyers. In game 1, when ThorZaIN saw the destroyers, he tapped out. This time, not the case. Water Elementals up, Regen running, towers there as well. Where's the Nova against the workers? Not coming yet. He has 1. Ido repositioning.
Very good here by ThorZaIN.
Yeah.
And
Ido
the
repositioning.
mana's being drained. Once this mana is gone, these destroyers are not so dangerous anymore.
Yeah, should definitely stop summoning Water Elementals for the minute to not give the destroyer. Ouch, that hurts. Lich level 2 now. Can eat the skeletons. You need more pressure. Can't go for Frost Armor right now.
Yeah. Great hold by ThorZaIN. He plays it safe, makes a lot of towers. He only lost 2 towers, which is pretty crazy. This was the big tier 3 timing, and it absolutely failed for Ido Boy. And yeah, getting the transition now is not easy.
Yeah, ThorZaIN is still investing in towers, if our overlay is correct. Yeah, needs more of them. Builds 1 workshop, but no tier 3 tech. So still a tech advantage for the German. Trying to get a level advantage now as well, and then maybe push again. But into this expansion with all these towers, probably not. Maybe just go for the peasants.
Yeah, Ido's still strong, and he still can't be contested on the map. Usually the best thing you can do with that is creep aggressively. Use your map control by creeping everything away that the opponent can go for. With 2 destroyers, you can also creep the red camp really easily. But attacking one of these bases seems, yeah, foolish at this point.
Run, you fools! We got a Mountain King against this style. Ido is doing as you suggested. Go for the Overlord. That's a very obvious choice. Can always dispel, get a little mana, get a little healing. And ThorZaIN, there's not too much to do at the moment. He needs his anti-air and levels on the Mountain King. Get Hood of Cunning. Decent for the Lich. There's tier 3. ThorZaIN stabilizing on 2,000 gold already.
He could just go classic Knight's Gyros now if he wants. Knight's Gyros always works. If you need, throw a few Spellbreakers in against Banshees. Or you could do something else. So far it's looking like Gyros certainly. And Knights I assume will be coming as well.
More creeping. This is a little harder. 2 units are magic immune. But yeah, there's not much left for ThorZaIN to creep afterwards. He's moving across the map with the Mountain King. Trying to catch some stray units. It's a Dreadlord third.
Oh.
The Lord of the Dread with the swarm that's made of carrions.
If he gets into level 3, absolutely dangerous for the Gyrocopters then.
Greater mana potion. ThorZaIN is creeping the laboratory away. Scouts a little bit. Sees the army moving with the gyros, but I'm not sure if he saw the Dreadlord already.
Yeah, not yet, I don't think.
Fiends in the base. I wonder... it's not on purpose anymore, I feel. Probably a good move to park it in the main to not get caught by the Mountain King. But now, would love to have that one for Web. Web is finished. Destroy upgrade as well, and more creeping.
ThorZaIN has 2,500 gold going for aviaries. Or 1 at least. Does he want to make 1 of each unit? I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, you can easily be inspired by the glory of Mr. Winner and go for Knights, Gyros, Griffins.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Rune Braces for the MK. Very good.
Help alas. It's a lot of agi on the Lich. Good attack speed, of course. I'm pretty happy that there's no Dark Ranger in this game, otherwise Remo would pog out for probably 5 minutes straight.
I think the push should still be on the Lich though. Dark Ranger can't make use of those smarts, you know. Man, it's taken ThorZaIN forever to creep anything, man.
Yeah, he has nothing. I mean, everything will be coming. It's still a lot about survival here. Rune Braces, by the way, helps with that. Edo has the counter expansion up in a second.
Very surprised ThorZaIN didn't go for a shredder earlier. He was creeping the enemy lab. He had tons of gold, no lumber, didn't go for a shredder. If he had a shredder, he could just go up to like 70 supply right now, assume position in the middle of the map, take a third base, and that way have the stalemate breaker.
The stalemate breaker. That would be a nice nickname. Sounds so powerful. That could be of like UFC fighting name. Remo. The stalemate breaker. Remo.
I've been getting a little bit into the UFC storytelling and all the fighters and stuff. There's this kid from Nigeria / where is it? New Zealand, called Stylebender. That's a cool name.
Nice. So
I can actually creep level 3 at the green. Wow. Really good creeping here by ThorZaIN. Pally has nothing yet, but oh. Wait a minute. Is he taking the level 3 from the MK away? That would be so sad.
52.
Should be enough,
22. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We good, fam.
On the dot. Ido's trying the same with the crabs here. Doesn't really work, but getting closer to 3 as well. Carrion Swarm will be a weapon. Sleep can help against Holy Light and Stormbolt. We got Invo Potion, Staff, Orb, Heal Scroll. Good inventory. Man, this MK is so tanky. Ring +4, Rune Braces. But two ways. Who has the upper hand? As Ido is getting Banshees already as well.
Depends a lot on hero levels. And there Ido definitely is looking stronger. He's gonna get level 3 on the Dreadlord here.
Is he though?
That was really fast as well. Lich close to 4, by the way.
Is he though? Oh, he is though.
He is, though. I can even get Lich 4 at the green.
Damn. That's really good. Anti-magic is ready too. But ThorZaIN, he's just getting the third base in the middle.
Yeah, I like that. Don't overextend. Don't fight into his base, into his towers, into his blight. Just take the third base. Unconcealed till the third base is a win condition. Doesn't matter what your opponent is doing, they cannot follow up with their own third. They have to come here, and you can be sitting on the high ground, you can get up towers in anticipation, which is exactly what he's doing. Put a shop up here as well, and this is the perfect fortification for ThorZaIN.
I wonder, does Ido know?
I don't think he's seen it yet.
Me neither. He might feel comfortable. Hero levels are good. Expo is running uncontested, but there hasn't been an encounter in a long time, so he should expect something like that. Remo the ship captain Demo. The captain.
Captain. MK at the shop. What's he getting? Another staff? Ah, yeah. Okay. Oh, but he's not in the middle for the big fight because that one's about to break out. Certainly missing the Mountain King and all his spells. But he's also a little hesitant here to engage into the towers. No arcanes here, which is kind of surprising. Arcane tower
But
usually...
Cannon
great.
tower. Do we have frag shards? Yeah, we do. Not bad.
Yeah. Against Banshees. Very good. Ido sees that base isn't so easy to attack. Maybe try the natural, but we have plenty of towers there as well. And no long-range siege really from Ido. Whereas the human tier 3 is starting to come online. We have master training for inner fire. We have a whole bunch of gyros. MK's level 3. Only thing ThorZaIN is really missing is levels on the pally, but he might be able to get that from engagements.
ThorZaIN in high upkeep. Pretty crazy. 0-1 on the Fiends only. 0-0 on Abominations. Wonder why Ido is so short on upgrades. He's getting 1-1 now on the Fiends and Destroyers. Sanctum can be sacrificed for better timing, but we're not having that. Whoa, even dodges the carrion mostly.
And here we go.
Yeah, Ido's
ThorZaIN
like, I'm
engages
not
into the
having
fight.
this.
Yeah, Ido unwilling to partake.
Ooh, the meat wagon was coming. I guess the human army is not fast enough. Kill that. Mortar's coming. Dude, ThorZaIN is having the dream army soon. But yeah, that's pretty much the perfect undead army against the perfect human army.
Yeah, ThorZaIN is loving this. Usually the higher the supply climbs, the better it is for the human. As long as the hero levels are there to play their part. And the Paladin, they're still looking a little underwhelming.
Wow, I didn't know that was possible. The wagon can shoot up into the peasant line and spread the disease cloud.
And if left alone long enough, this can lead to plenty of kills. Also, Carrion Swarm can be used from low ground as well, by the way, so could be problematic for the peasants.
Okay. That was a big one into the gyros, and we'll see how that fight goes. Of course, big supply lead, and Ito's not focusing the gyros at all. He's using the fiends. Oh my, okay, maybe the Dreadlord alone is enough for this. No possession, really. Master Training on the Banshees is missing. Next Destroyer up, but he can't do anything against the backline. Destroyer still under pressure. Coil doesn't really connect. Oh, Paladin! Super close. There's no anti-air anymore for ThorZaIN now, though.
Yeah. I mean, the gyros died, but nothing else did. ThorZaIN here still with a crazy strong force remaining on the battlefield. Can the heroes do it themselves is the question here for Ito. Doesn't really look like it. More and more fiends going down. The Stormbolts, it seems like every one is leading to a kill. And it's only heroes and one destroyer left. Ito just got manhandled.
Yeah. Couldn't do too much against this expansion. That was probably the key. Mountain King, hard to nuke. There's a heal scroll here if he wants to. Yeah, with the rune braces, you can't nuke him, that's for sure. And now the undead army, quote unquote, is at 40 supply, but 1,800 gold. Can he rebuild this army? He probably has one more shot with the bank he has. ThorZaIN is not mining much from this expo.
Yep, the wagon did its job before it was finally cleared out by the Griffins. But even if mining is halted here for a little bit, ThorZaIN still has plenty of resources. In fact, still more than 1,000 gold while already being at 76 supply. Even the upgrades are not looking too bad. 2-1 on the Knights. Would love to get them even higher. I'm honestly quite impressed that the lumber still is looking so decent, considering we never got a shredder here for ThorZaIN.
Yeah. He had the workers all the time. Main base is about to expire in a couple of seconds. Same for Ito, even a little faster. Then it's 2 base, 1 base, both in upkeep. Twice the income for the Swede. And hero levels, I feel, won't save Ito. 5, 4, 3 is nice, but we're getting very close to 5, and we're getting very close to 4, and Paladin will reach level 3 eventually.
It's 12.5k in the middle, right? I always find that interesting how map makers make the decision of how much gold to put into the expos.
Roll
really
the
like
dice.
Really like it how it's done on Northern Isles, where it's 10k at the expansion or the natural, and 9k at the very outskirts. So even when you expand, there's never so much time for income. So there's always a bit of pressure on the player, especially if you go for a very fast expansion.
And that's why Northern Isles is the best map there ever was.
True.
I'm really curious what the Chinese think about your suggestions. I mean, it's pretty clear they want to shake up the map pool a little with removing Twisted and reintroducing Turtle Rock. Isn't it crazy that the entire Chinese scene didn't come up with new maps and our scene in the West does pretty frequently?
Yeah. I think maybe they got discouraged because they tried Dalaran and it was the worst map of all time.
Yes.
And then everyone hated on it. But also, like, who's going to make that decision? Who back then decided to put it in Northern Isles and Concealed? I doubt it was a playerish union saying we want these maps. It was probably some admin or someone saying, yep, we're going to put these in. And just turned out that they were amazing, which was kind of lucky for us, I guess.
It was part of the first big Battle.net update, right? With Last Refuge and Northern Isles and CH and stuff. And then they introduced Tenerife as well. Oh boy! Last fight, let's talk about this later. Lots of destroyers, 6 destroyers, only 1 masonry. Towers are melting, but the problem is there's not only towers, there's also a big army.
ThorZaIN doing a good job here. He flies in with the gyros, does damage, stuns the Dreadlord, waits for the carry, and then goes back in again. There's more Carrion Swarm to be used. 1 here against the gyros could be doing good damage. The destroyers also taking plenty of damage themselves. 1 Carrion lands, but 1 is not enough to take out all of these gyrocopters. Destroyers or flying machines? Who's going to come out on top? It's kind of hard to tell. DK hits level 5. Still lots of destroyers left alive, but no mana and sort of low HP. They could heal at the fountain. And I suppose that's the plan.
I think so too. Man, this Mountain King, I think at this point, he could survive an atomic bomb. There was so much damage thrown into the dwarf, but Holy Light and Rune Braces and Ring, that's pretty damn good. Problem is for Ido, yep, he has a lot of destroyers left, but there's no mana fountain on this map.
That would be something, eh? For a while there on Ruins of Ashara, there was a mana fountain, but that was removed.
Would be nice if you could drain it with destroyers. Just absorb magic, boom, fountain empty. The opponent can't use the fountain anymore.
And then you can bring in heal potions, pour them into the fountain again, then they turn into health fountains.
That would be a nice mechanic, yes, I would support that. But you know what's better than 6 destroyers? More destroyers!
Yeah, Ido just loves destroyers. He's like, hell yeah, bro, I'm enjoying this. Let's do some more of it.
His heart
has only 1 carrion. Oh, that one was a big whiff.
But ThorZaIN is always pulling them back at the right time. I think that's the 3rd carrion swarm dodge, 4th maybe.
Yeah, he's been doing a really good job with this. And much like this matchup in general, for destroyers and gyros, this is extremely true. The higher the numbers get, the worse it is for destroyers. That is because of the nature of flak cannons, where splash damage is super effective. Of course, Carrion Swarm there also does a decent job, but Carrion Swarm has a target cap, so if it's 15 gyros, you're only hitting a few of those.
Isn't it the way that you hit all of them? Ah, no. The damage just stops at one point, true. Sometimes the damage gets distributed to all of them. Oh boy, when these flak cannons hit once, that's so crazy. Needs the Carrion Swarms to be perfect, but I doubt that's possible. Just on top of him, the flak cannons are everywhere.
Oh, the Pally's experience bar, dude, is just shooting up. He just got a full level almost. Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Mass destroyers in the late game rarely work. Here, once again, we can see how the gyros usually take the upper hand.
That move by ThorZaIN to go slow against mass destroyers, also nice. I like it.
And once again, patient. Not overextending, just makes it to the blight and then falls back. No need to force anything.
Really doesn't want the lower bracket. How do you lose this as ThorZaIN? He was at 81 supply for a second.
ThorZaIN's natural. He's doing the Todd move. He's killing all the peasants.
Yeah.
Their whole life they were just dutiful workers, and now this is what they get for it. Killed.
That's how society works. If you're useless to the economy, you get wrecked.
Brutal pragmatism. Just like Frank Underwood.
The sub of ours?
Sure, why not? Francis D. Underwood.
Yeah, I'm curious what goes through Ido's mind at the moment. Like, what's his play?
Maybe just tire him out. Maybe hope for him to overextend. 2 hero kills, get 655, and then things could actually still be possible.
Tire him out after the 2nd game of the day?
Yeah. He probably came off of a 20-hour shift or something crazy like that, you know? Freaking doctors.
I don't think he's working this weekend. Feels like the Swedes are having a good time together.
Alright, now for the first time, stepping onto Blight sincerely. With the modern teams, he has plenty of building threat here available to himself. Still 1,000 gold for ThorZaIN. He's sitting at 70, assessing what the opponent is up to, and then wants to properly react. Alright, one more round of destroyers.
Nope.
This is the most destroyer I've seen in one game in a really long time, by the way.
true. ThorZaIN again, keeping all the gyros safe. Only sending him in when he really needs to. And just more towers at the expansion. Play it safe. He knows. He has the longer breath. 6,000 gold there. That's his only mine at the moment. Ido at 4k. Rebuilds the second slaughterhouse.
Wait. How long has that slaughterhouse been standing at the expansion? Did it just finish?
Yeah. That's why I said he's rebuilding the slaughterhouse.
Doesn't really need to, though. Probably forgot about one in the main.
It's Ido. He needs more destroyers,
again,
and he needs
Ido,
more destroyers fast.
He needs more destroyers, that's true. This must have been like 15 destroyers. Maybe 20.
All pretty much useless.
You can never have enough destroyers, Neo. Let's go.
Push again. He's trying a new angle this time. Dreadlord needs to be a
He's trying.
carry.
Oh, he's coming in from a 200-degree radius.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The carrion swarm is nice, but not
God.
nice enough.
Oh,
Level
God.
5 on the Mountain King.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, the Paladin's close to 4. This
Get
is a
out of my game.
dream match for the human. No hero threat, really. There's always a holy light, and the gyros clean air. The undead is not willing to move into anything else but air. So this is the 1-1.
Oh, Ido's destroyer stubbornness. After all these years.
I was about to say, one could call him stubborn. The other could call him staying true to his style.
Yeah.
But Mr. Remo is always about the perfect games, you know. It has to be the one and only perfect way. There's no space for style in Warcraft.
No, that's not true.
That is very true.
Strategy with an unusual style, it's cool. But playing destroyers against 3 base human, who's just gonna pump out gyros like crazy.
He's feeding the meme.
It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of weird.
And Farin is feeding us with a 2-month resub. Much love.
I think he got surprised by the 3rd base. He didn't scout for a long time. Although you should sort of expect it. Unconcealed, ThorZaIN went for it somewhat early. And I like the patience by him. He was trusting his late game skill, trusting his assessment of the game, and he did a really good job.
Spiral, by the way, is playing Night Elf versus Sad and is leading 1-0. The Great Wall defeated Cooper 2-0. Johnny Cage defeated Rezaman 2-0. Paladin defeated Cash 2-0. Like, what's this loser bracket? Jesus.
What?
Cooper, Rezaman, and Cash in the lower bracket.
Cash lost?
Cash lost, dude.
Paladin?
To Paladin.
That's pretty crazy.
Poland. Turning it up. Terra has some fun moments here and there. Paladin is pretty good. Ankus is a very good caster. Oh.
I guess so.
Right, decision time in our winner bracket round of 16.
And decision to be made on Amazonia.
Amazonia.
One of the very few maps where Crypt Lord is not supposed to work.
But Destroyer pushes.
Yeah. Also aggressive ghoul builds into Destroyer pushes.
That kind of sounds like Ido is quite comfortable here too, on Amazonia.
We'll see. Oh, I like that.
What do you like and why?
Of course, I always forget about this. AZ is one of the best pally rifle maps. And of course, ThorZaIN is probably the best pally rifle player in the world. So screw this fast expansion. Screw this macro late game. Let's just go pally rifles.
Ido is going Alta Crypt into Ziggurat, by the way.
Yeah, ghoul build again. Which can be very good on this map to pressure a fast expansion and do big damage early. against a Pally rifle build, you absolutely cannot do this. What you can do is creep up a little bit early and then try to abuse mobility. Because the one thing that Paladin rifle certainly doesn't have is high mobility. But normally when you play in general DK standard opening, what you want to do against Pally rifle is expand quickly and then be the most annoying piece of S that you can be and just play run-bys for 5 minutes straight while you tech to tier 3. On this map, you definitely cannot go for fast expansion and run-bys because it's too small and too hard to creep.
You would have loved to say the C word there, right? Most annoying you can be.
Oh no, I think the piece of S is what I wanted to say.
Okay.
But you know, I pretty much never swear, Neo.
Never! Especially not when you're a guest on certain streams.
It's very vulgar, you know. It's not very nice.
We do have a paladin. We do get the rifleman. So ThorZaIN staying true to his style. And Edo indeed, with more and more ghouls. Will it be the surprise?
Gonna go for the 1 ziggurat tech here again. Maybe a lightning shield creep? Oh no.
Is he aggressive right away, like trolls into harass?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's trying to aggressively creep the kobolds on the enemy side? I have no clue. He also didn't scout, by the way. He has no idea what ThorZaIN is doing. Honestly, expecting Pally rifles on this map would be a good guess. But yeah, he's just creeping for now.
Okay, then he's taking level 3 away from the paladin, or fast level 3. Lightning shield creep it is. And Edo playing it kinda safe with the ghouls around.
Almost enough there for the lightning shield. That was real close.
Calculated as a ThorZaIN does. Got circlet, nice big experience. Of course, sacrifices a little bit of HP. Devotion aura for more armor, and Edo is teching, but this time with an earlier graveyard.
A player's forces are under attack.
No next ziggurat yet. This is the big downside of this build. You can tech fast, yes, and you can creep fairly well with ghouls, but it takes forever to get the next ziggurat. We see it now, so you're going to be stuck on 20 supply for a really long time. However, with those ghouls and skeletons, you can still creep very quickly. Creep out here by Edo. Kind of cool. Slowing down the Pally, definitely worth quite a bit. Once there's like 4 rifles out, you can fight against these ghouls fairly well. ThorZaIN willing to engage them even earlier than that.
Okay. Tech by ThorZaIN as well, already at 40%. I'm constantly checking Edo's base because we know that he loves destroyers, but we also know that he loves Gargs. He can't play Gargs against this, but so far I'm not seeing a second crypt, so I'm fine with that decision so far.
Yeah, anything that's air is horrible against this Pally rifle style. Gargs, destroyers, frost rooms, all trash. Normally what you want to do is either fiends with banshees or frenzy ghouls and A-bombs and stuff. But in general, the best answer to this style seems to be not necessarily finding the right answer and fighting it head on, but rather abusing mobility. Going for frenzy and, you know, DK aura and hit the economy over and over. Abuse the low mobility of the rifleman. But that is only really good if you are expanding, which in this game definitely not the case. Not so far at least.
No Rod of Necromancy charges anymore, so it's hard to kill one of these. Baits a Holy Light, the armor's already in the air, but then cancelled, expecting that Holy Light to come in. And that's Paladin very close to 3. Could go for the Murlocs in front of his base, then it's Holy Light level 2. And Edo is going into Fiends. Is that, like... Could be just a straight up army then. Not mass ghouls. Not the craziest destroyer push.
Yeah, I'm very worried about Edo here. He's playing against the best Pally rifle player in the world, and he doesn't have a good early game. He doesn't have a big strategic lead. He doesn't have an expansion. He's just gonna try to out-micro ThorZaIN while being behind in levels.
And there's a Blood Mage coming. So increased
This is gonna
nuke and
be-
increased healing.
It's going to be extremely hard. Once this Blood Mage gets to level 3, that is the crazy power spike of this strat. ThorZaIN calls the militia, is going for the natural creep. Tier 2 expansion, it
Players'
seems.
forces are under attack.
Okay, can he punish this? He's far away. But the ghouls are little wrecking balls, so maybe they can do something here. Also, the peasants were quite an invite to the Nova. Oh, greater mana. Perfect. You do have a lot of mana anyway, but having more mana is even better.
Good creepjack timing here by Ito, perhaps just a little bit too late. Paladin quickly running out of mana. Oh, getting focused now heavily with a Coil Nova. Has the cloak though, and there is no reveal against that.
You could easily send a ghoul to the lab, but that's something we rarely see, that someone sends something to the lab in a fight and uses it there. Foggy used reveal a lot recently, but he's pretty much the only one.
A player's forces are under attack.
And here we can see the genius behind the strategy. It almost seems greedy going for a tier 2 expansion, but Pally level 3 plus rifles plus Blood Mage around 40 supply is so strong that you can try to leverage that strength to get out that second base advantage.
A town is under siege.
Again, Ito is clicking on the town hall. Oh my god, does he get the cancel again?
I think so.
I think so too.
TP swap doesn't even get a coil off, and that wasn't a little surgical strike against the doctor right there.
Yeah, very well done. Again, Ito realizes he can cancel the expansion just by right-clicking it. Of course, at that stage in the game, with 40 supply, you have plenty of damage with all those fiends. Nicely done.
Okay, what's next? Bottom right. Is Ito counter expanding? I can't really see that. Crypt Lord third. Oh, Impale is gonna be great, but he needs levels.
Yeah, in theory, Cryptlord can be really good against this, but oftentimes he just uses one Impale, gets siphoned, and then that's it.
Yes,
So we'll see how he uses it.
Against the Blood Mage, it's incredibly hard to do.
Yeah.
Maybe
He's
Mana
gonna hit
Potion.
level 3.
A-bombs are coming.
Blood Mage is gonna hit 3, and this is the crazy power spike. This is where you can really turn the game in your favor.
Do you see the instrument on the Blood Mage, by the way? That flute is excellent. And there might be a creepjack coming. Thank you, Haska, for the 4-month resub. Love it. Love you too, mate.
Could try to go for some kills with Banish here, perhaps, to slow them down. But rifles are in position for a block already. Oh, nice control here by ThorZaIN, doing this really well. Holy Light. That's a kill.
Cryptlord is here, not siphoned yet. Should probably get out of range. Or can the Blood Mage siphon him? Yep, there we go. Could be cancelled with another Impale, but that's not the case here. Focus Fire, Banish. There's no mana anymore. Soon for one Nova, but the Holy Light was already there, so that Focus Fire went into nowhere. Oh, and that's 2 fiends. I guess that's game.
Next Siphon, the Lich is also out of mana, and this is what the level 3 Blood Mage does. He gets you mana superiority very quickly. In the hands of a competent player, this strat can be super strong. And Ito, even with what looks like a tier 3 undead army, if there's no mana, it's really not that scary.
The Holy
Great
Light
save there as well.
always a little faster. Expo is up in the meantime. Took him 2 attempts, but yeah. Oh, surround on the Blood Mage with a little invite, but needs to get this Cryptlord out of there. Paladin is too powerful.
Oh, actually loses that rifle. Could perhaps save that one. If he gets the Cryptlord for it, he's gonna be satisfied. Oh, perfect threshold.
Yo,
player's forces.
That was a shocking game 1. But afterwards, ThorZaIN was in full control.
Yeah.
Side is in chat, probably ThorZaIN's next opponent, saying yikes. Yeah, probably not looking forward to that.
He's getting his tier 3 rolling. ThorZaIN knows the one way he loses this game is by somehow suddenly meeting 5 abominations, disease cloud everywhere, and then slowly but surely the rifle's getting whittled down. So what's he going for? Griffiths. And that is the perfect hard counter to what is the only threat to him left in this game. This is a style that ThorZaIN has been showing multiple times, and in his hands, it's very strong.
Because Siphon Mana is also damage enhancing for Griffins, which is really good. 3 A-bombs now.
ThorZaIN, you should just veto AZ. Sai, what do you think about that? I think you should just veto Amazonia.
He was going for the right answer, is researching web already.
Player's forces are
Yeah,
under
what's
attack.
there to do? He's desperately trying to expand again. Dude, if we get side ThorZaIN best of 5, that's pretty pog.
Did he win already? Do we know that?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, he did.
He did?
Yeah. 2-1 against Please.
Damn.
So the only match remaining is Enter versus Neutron, which hasn't.
No, I think it's over. I think it's
Oh, is it?
quick. That was a quick 2-1. You know, the first map was over in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Remember?
But it's not updated yet on the site.
Oh, battle bongos on top of the flute. ThorZaIN is definitely blessed with items on top of his excellent control.
He's got the +2 attack upgrades as well,
Yo.
which makes it the perfect cutoff point for +6 now.
+6, dude.
Oh, feels nice.
Yeah. Cryptid close to 2. Lit is packing a punch now. We got Disease Cloud.
I think Cryptid is definitely the wrong choice. If you don't play Dark Ranger, if you don't have Silence, you can never kill anything. He just uses Holy one after the next.
Yeah, same discussion as after CH. Like, it's Edo, so you can expect something like this. If it's a lot of rifles, then he definitely goes crit mode. He doesn't play normal stuff.
A player's
I mean,
forces are under attack.
he's playing Fiends, playing A-bombs, mostly looking normal. 1 Impale. It's only 2 rifles, not the greatest, and I mean, the damage by ThorZaIN. Pretty crazy right now. Great banishes as well. Saving the Griffins. The Mountain King might fall, but actually he's staffed out. And the units still all remaining. Edo once again running out of mana. This is the biggest problem against this strat. It's not necessarily about parry and rifles, it's about you having no mana, and then I have having, the human having all the mana. And then everything dies.
Yeah, just a matter of time here. He's fighting in the tower shadow, but here is banished. There was a holy light after. DK has no TP. More a potion safe on the Griffin, and the Fiends are getting slaughtered. No big surprise. We were kind of hoping for that after map 1. But no, ThorZaIN is just too strong, especially on AZ. He is playing his style, and he is superior to this. Cool little play by Edo on Northern Isles. That was a big surprise, and that worked tremendously well. But CH and Amazonia, very one-sided in favor of ThorZaIN, and so he advances into the quarterfinal, where it is a best of 5, and he's up against Side, which will be our next game then.
Side, if he needed a reminder of how scary ThorZaIN is with Pally rifles, he saw it here. But I'm pretty sure he knew already. But it's a very map-specific thing. Only can be really played on AZ, maybe on Echo. So, I wonder what we're going to be getting there. I'm expecting a lot of Crypt Lord, a lot of expanding. It's going to be a great match.
All right, we take a look into the bracket. Spiral randomed against Sad, by the way. Got Undead in the second match, so 2-0. Now up against Sonic, where he will hopefully probably play seriously. The Great Wall versus Johnny Cage, we knew that. Paladin versus Neutron, pretty likely. And Side versus ThorZaIN, our match for the next round. In the lower bracket, we got Sad versus Star-Shaped, Cooper versus Razorman, Cash, Please, Edo, and Ente. No human in the lower bracket. Crazy. We will be back in 5 minutes with the next match, which is Side versus ThorZaIN.